What the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period. Welcome back, everyone, to the What Do Women Know About Sports Podcast. I am Brittany Cole.
And I'm Vicky D.
We're back.
What's up?
It's been like 2 weeks.
I know it's been like 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, happy Halloween if we missed y'all.
Really?
Yeah. We're on to like Thanksgiving.
We're almost, yeah. Well, people tend to skip Thanksgiving and head straight to Christmas.
I'm not gonna lie to you. These November 1st, I started playing Christmas music. I won't even lie to you.
Ooh. I'm sure you weren't alone.
I'm not. Everybody is aware of me and Christmas, so they know.
Yeah.
They know this is my thing.
No.
They know. They are aware.
All right.
But like, what's been happening?
Not much. You know, I don't do too much. You know.
Me either. Oh, yeah. Before we get into the church announcements, I do want to give a shout out to Dre from Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast for the merch.
Hey, move that mic. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Like for the merch. I will leave his ad in our Instagram post like when the episode drops. But it's Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. So yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my shirt.
Oh, I had to move the mic. Y'all didn't
hear that. Yeah, say it again.
It's Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast, and so I will leave his ad at the bottom of the Instagram post, like when the episode airs.
Yes, shout out. Yeah, I'm still waiting on my shirt, so I'll wear it next time.
Yeah, I had got the mail today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dre.
Yeah.
So what's first with these church announcements?
Oh man. All right. So now if you've been living under a rock in the NFL, there's been a trade, and the player came. Okay, so we'll just go to it. Cam Newton has returned back to
the Panthers.
The Panthers. So yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
He said that he has no hard feelings for them releasing him back in 2019.
Right.
And that this is like a fresh start, and the goal is winning.
Yeah, that's the main goal, yeah. So
I'm happy for him. I feel like he deserves it. I watched a couple of his interviews that he did like on his little YouTube when it's like where he would have like people come by and like discuss certain things.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I don't want to call it like cigars with Cam, but they would smoke cigars or whatever.
Okay.
But it was like a real chill atmosphere, and so I like that side of him. So
okay,
I'm happy for him.
So he'll likely get his start next week against the Washington football team.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see about that. They are 5-4. They're 4-5 right now.
Okay.
So I mean, they lost like 5 out of the last 6 games. So hopefully, right? So hopefully his return can help them.
A positive push for them.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, he's 32 years old. He's in pretty good shape.
Yeah. And 32 really isn't old. But like if you're an athlete, it can be considered old. That's kind of
yeah. Yeah, so
well, shout out to Cam Newton. This is a start. Like
actually like during his time off, he's actually been fasting, and he kind of compared himself, like he said he felt like Moses. If you read about Moses in the Bible, he said like one thing that God was trying to teach Moses through his transition was to have faith and to trust in God, and that's pretty much he felt like Moses in this situation. So he's in a good space, so
good space.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so shout out to Cam Newton,
And
I'm sure the people in Carolina miss him, so yeah,
I hope he does well.
Oh yeah. Now moving on to
more football news.
Oh, more football news, yes. Okay. So moving on over to Odell Beckham Jr.
He's fine.
He ain't bad to look at.
He's not bad to look at.
He's handsome. Yeah.
He's not bad to look at. I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
Okay, anyway. Now, he has agreed to a contract with the Los Angeles Rams. Yes.
I don't really care for the Rams, but
I mean, you know, St. Louis history. Yeah, we don't really care for them.
It's a little shaky over here. But like, congrats to him on that because he was released from the Cleveland Browns this week.
Right.
So like, he's been picked up by another team in like a couple of days. That's great.
Yeah. I think there was an issue with him and the quarterback Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that was kind of like the big issue there.
He was causing issues with the team.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with him joining, it kind of creates this whole super team now.
I've never seen a football super team.
Right.
Like, we see it in basketball all the time.
Right.
We've never seen it in football, so this is different.
Yeah.
I wonder how it's going to work.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I think they're like the Rams are like 7-2.
Okay.
They're like, I think like one of the best I can't think of the word.
Because I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Anyway, they're 7-2.
Okay.
Now he was looking at a bunch of other teams. So he did look at the Chiefs, the Packers, the Saints, the Patriots, and the Seahawks.
Okay.
Were some of the choices that he considered.
Which are all heavy hitter teams.
Right.
Which are all like not they heavy hitter teams in their own right.
Right.
So
I believe he wanted to play with like a caliber, like a great team. So you know, obviously. But Stafford, who's the quarterback for the Rams, he says he has a lot of respect for Beckham. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that'll be a good team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, hey.
And he was the second high profile player added to the Rams this week, along with Von Miller.
Von Miller, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so like they have a really high profile stacked team.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just very interesting. Like, I've never seen
a super team in football.
A football super team.
Yeah.
So it's odd. Like in basketball, it's kind of like we're used to it at this point, but it's different in football. So like it's different to talk about. But I did see that LeBron like welcomed him to LA.
Yeah.
So like I think LA is excited to have him.
Mm.
So.
Yep. Oh, I meant to say best record. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Up next we got. Okay, so Kobe Bryant and this whole shoe ordeal. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've heard, but like,
some players are hoarding his sneakers.
They're what?
So like some players are like they're hoarding like their Kobe Bryant shoes,
right?
And I think it's because like Nike is not going to make anymore because
as of right now, yeah,
because the contract issues like going on with his estate and Nike, and so players are they holding on tight to the ones.
Yeah, right. So it's like if you were the lucky few that got them a few years ago,
you lucky. Better hold on tight.
Yes,
keep them fresh.
Yeah. So like some of the players are having a hard time trying to get the shoes.
Because I think Kobe's are probably good to play in. Yeah.
Because they're the low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of the word.
but they're hoarding them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like. And like I saw players like Devin Booker.
Yeah. Now Anthony Davis, like some of the players are paying like high amounts of money just to get these shoes.
I bet.
Yeah. So man, I hope Vanessa Bryant and Nike can come up with something.
I was just gonna say that because like I feel like the fans want it, especially with him no longer being here. They have to. I'm not saying they have to, but it'll be great if they come to some type of agreement with his estate and like with the merchandise regarding him.
Right.
Because like the fans want it. Like the fans will buy his stuff. It doesn't matter what the price is, especially if you were a diehard fan like him, they are going to pay for it. So So hopefully, like down the line, like they reach some type of mutual compromise as to where it satisfies both of them, but also satisfies the fans who also loved him as well.
Right.
Because like right now it's kind of like, dang, if you don't got him, like you just out of luck at this point. Which sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks from a fan point of view and from like Nike, who had like a relationship with him for all them years. Like it's looking bad currently, but I hope that they eventually come to some sort of compromise.
Right. It's maybe a little short show today. Right.
We ain't gonna hold y'all too long.
Right. Now up next we got Klay Thompson. Now he is supposed to be returning before Christmas. So they say either the December 20th or December 23rd is what it's looking like.
If he returns December 20th, they play against the Sacramento Kings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I'm awaiting his return.
We all have. Yes.
I'm not gonna hold y'all because the Warriors are really like I heard balling right now. I'm not saying like Klay isn't needed,
right?
But the Warriors are doing what needs to be done currently.
Or are you really saying if he comes back, you don't want them to break that rhythm?
Yeah.
Right.
So here's the thing: when he returns, I don't think it'll break the rhythm. I think it may take like some adjusting.
Yeah.
But I feel like Klay is going to be.
We should probably cost him a couple games, maybe
not, but I feel like Klay is going to be the added piece that they need.
He hasn't played an NBA game in 29 months. That's over 2 years. That's 2 years and 5 months.
I think it was game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals.
That was November 18th. No, wait, no. Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think they want him to. I think they are anticipating his return. I feel like Klay would be the added piece. It will take some adjusting, as with any changes. But with the way the Warriors have been playing and like it's been clicking for them on all cylinders, they look unbeatable right now.
That's all cause of
Steph had a 50 ball tonight. Listen. But it's not just him though. It's like everybody is doing their job. Everybody's doing their job. I told y'all before.
But I don't know who said that, but it was probably you. But that like the Warriors were gonna have a good season because I mean like last year, like even though they didn't make the playoffs, like
they made it to the tournament.
Oh, that's right.
Which was good for them to even get that far.
Right. So just imagine this year
they did go to the little play-in tournament. Again, don't bring it back. Don't run it back.
I kind of like
it. Don't run it back. I didn't like it. Don't run it back.
It was kind of unnecessary extra games.
But they made it to that point, which was good for them at that point. So like them coming back this year, focused, ready to know like who they are. They know Klay coming back.
Yeah, they're gonna be on it's kind of important because they're gonna be on a road trip in mid-December. Yeah. So I need Klay to be on his ones and twos.
I think Klay ready because I watched a warm-up video where they were shooting him like the ball from the 3-point line and he was making everyone. But it's different doing that and nobody's guarding you.
Obviously,
it's a difference. But I do feel like the Warriors...
Yeah, they're on a 10-1 start without him. Yeah, crazy.
They look unbeatable right now.
Yeah.
Listen, they look...
He has started to play 3-on-3 games. So that's a good step. Yeah, that's a big step.
But I'm telling you, like currently right now, the Warriors look like a championship team. And granted, this is still early in the season. Anything can happen after All-Star, right?
True.
But...
it can flip.
I don't see it flipping. Because I told y'all before, Jordan Poole is out here. He trying to let y'all know that he's hurt for a reason. They out here ball a 10-1 start.
That's
whereas
impressive.
You thought other teams would be doing that and they aren't. Like, I was like, listen, my Lakers.
Oh.
My Lakers. I told y'all, listen, I feel like they got to still work out them kinks. There's too many high-profile people on one team. Like, you got LeBron, Anthony Davis, Carmelo, Russell Westbrook, Rondo, Dwight Howard. I said Melo.
Yeah.
You got Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan. It's a lot of people on one. It's a lot of people on one team. It's a lot of people on one team. I don't.
Yeah. So I'm excited for Klay Thompson's return.
Me too.
We shall see.
We like Klay over here. He one of the Splash Brothers.
Right.
But yeah, I'm ready for Klay to return because I want to know like what the dynamic is going to be when he returns and like how that's going to I don't want to say shift them but I want to know like what changes are going to be made like to the like lineup
right.
And who's going to, or it's because like who is currently starting so like who's currently starting, and so when he returns like won't be starting but come off the bench. So I want to see like what their dynamic is going to be like. Oh, I did hear some news though regarding Ben Simmons. I'm sick of him. I heard that the Celtics are in conversation for they want Ben Simmons, but the 76ers will only take him for a player like Jaylen Brown. Here's my problem with that. Don't do that, Celtics. Don't do that. I'm not making that trade. Like, I'm finna give up Jaylen Brown for Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons is inconsistent. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
So I think Joel Embiid mentioned that it wasn't just basically Dwight Howard said this as well. Like, you shouldn't put the blame on just Ben Simmons for them losing the finals. I don't know. Maybe he just needs a new environment. Maybe,
possibly.
We never know.
But it's ways to go about that, and I don't feel like his behavior
on both parties.
Yeah. Like you have a conversation, and I don't feel like his behavior is helping at all. I don't. Like, you go to practice, and then when you're told by your coach to do certain things, then you don't want to do it. Like, why did you come? You could have stayed at home for this. So I don't know, but I do know that like I was a person in the head office, like with the Celtics. I would not make that trade for Jaylen Brown for Ben Simmons. That's just me. I would not do that because I feel like Ben Simmons and Jason Tatum, not Ben Simmons. I feel like Jaylen Brown and Tatum work well together, and so like I wouldn't mess that up just for the. I wouldn't mess that up like just for the couple of spurts where Ben Simmons is consistent. I wouldn't do that. But that's me. That's me. I don't own the Celtics. I'm not in their front office. But I wouldn't make that trade. That's just me.
All right. Now, NBA players are having an issue with this Wilson basketball.
This is news to me.
So, yeah. So they play with, the Spalding ball, right? So the issue with this so the NBA so after 38 years NBA have parted ways with Spalding,
Aww.
right? Not too sad.
It's so sad.
Yeah, so and they inked a new deal with Wilson. But most of these players are having an issue with the ball. Now Wilson, they're pretty adamant about the fact that the ball is like a replica, like an exact replica of the Spalding one. But some of the players don't agree. And you kind of got to listen to the players because they're the ones that are actually playing with the balls. They should know.
Yeah.
Right. They would know that there's a difference. Paul George was like, it's a different basketball. He said it don't have the same touch and softness that the Spalding ball had. Most of these players are missing a lot of 3-point shooters. I know the 3-point percentage is the lowest that it's been since 2015. It's been since the 2015-2016 season. Yeah, players are having trouble finding the basket. There's a lot of airballing going on.
Okay, the question is, why did the ball change?
I don't know. I don't know why they parted ways with Spalding, but
and that parting happened this season.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question would be why? And so
that's something you gotta ask.
If nobody knows why.
That's something you got.
If nobody knows why.
I mean, they blaming the ball. for, you know, these shooting woes, but I mean, is it really the ball or?
Yeah.
But like I said, the players would know. They play with the ball.
And when you are a player and you've played with a particular ball, they give you different ball.
Right.
Because I do know the international ball is smaller. And so like they have to learn to adjust to that ball because it's a smaller ball for international play. So like if the Wilson ball has a different touch, they may be onto something. But my question still stands of like, why did the change happen like from Spalding to Wilson? And if the players continue to complain, like
they're complaining about the lack of grip. Now CJ McCollum is the president of the Players Association, so hopefully they take this feedback. You know, and I mean, right, if it's a big deal. Because
I wonder, like, because I wonder if the players keep now, like, will it go back?
Yeah, now CJ McCollum did tweet. He said it's not. That's why I said. Okay, he did tweet that it is not the ball's fault. I missed shots. That's the shooter's fault, for the record.
But he's one person though.
Right.
He's the one person. If it was just him, okay, I was if it was just Paul George complaining, I would say okay, maybe PG having a rough season.
Maybe they, I don't know, they just probably need to get acclimated. Like,
yeah,
this is, y'all are just starting the season, so maybe I should just
like give it a chance.
Maybe, but if it's gonna cause an issue throughout the whole season, then maybe
if they complain the whole season, then change has to happen.
Right.
But like, if they're just complaining now and it's just a few of them complaining like PG, then maybe it's just your shooting might be off.
Yeah.
But who are we to judge? Like we don't play. Who am I to judge? I don't play.
I mean, I don't spend half, 3/4 of the year playing with the ball. I don't know.
Right. But they do. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's something to look into. Like, don't just overlook it.
Right. Don't think players are being dramatic over it.
Yeah. So, don't overlook it. I would definitely look into the situation and see, like, okay, like, at least take a poll, a survey, because it's probably something there. But like, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Dang, straight got really Spalding.
Yeah. That was a staple.
Spalding was a staple, wasn't it?
Right.
Because I thought the ball was still Spalding.
No, it's Wilson now. Yeah, I know they make volleyballs.
Right, I knew Wilson made volleyballs. Right? I didn't know they made basketballs. Wow. And every time I heard Spalding, I think of Love and Basketball when he told her that she was dating Spalding. I'm just telling you that's what I'm thinking about.
Not a reference.
That's the reference I get.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this develops, you know. Right. All right.
Always a development in anything.
Right. Last but not least, we have a shout out. We have to shout out a hater.
We have a hater?
Do we have a hater? I don't. I mean, some may think he's a hater. Some may agree with him. But Mr. Scottie Pippen.
All right.
Scottie Pippen. Yeah. So he's writing a book.
For what?
Like everybody else in the world is. Yeah, he's taking shots at Jordan.
I saw.
He's taking a lot of shots at Jordan.
Why. Like the most recent shot was he granted Jordan played with a flu, but I played with a what was his injury that he said that he played with, but like nobody notices that. We comparing
during that same game.
No. But,
at one point okay.
Yeah, but I'm like, so we're comparing sickness. Like, what is this? Here's the thing. I feel like the documentary on The Last Dance,
right? Which
he agreed to be in because he was interviewed. He was in a lot of the interviews,
right?
It showed him in the light that he didn't like.
Yes.
It showed his contract. You signed it, brother. Didn't nobody tell you to sign it? You signed that stupid contract. That's all on you. Jordan didn't tell you to sign it.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's upset that the world now knows
that he may not be that great of a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really look at it.
And I don't think he likes coming being compared second to Michael Jordan, like doing that era.
Boo-hoo.
But you were second.
Boo-hoo. You know how many players would be lucky to be a Robin to the Batman on the team?
You were second. You signed a bad contract. You did that on your own, and now you want to take jabs because of what? And my thing is, nobody dogged him doing a documentary. I thought
we just dogged that contract you signed.
But besides that, though, I thought highly of Scottie Pippen. Like I'm doing a documentary and watching it. Like, he wasn't shown in the bad light. Jordan ain't talk about him badly at all.
Right.
So it's giving Isaiah Thomas, and we know he's a hater.
So Pippen has a new memoir called Unguarded. How appropriate. It's a lot of Jordan slander in this book.
It's giving Isaiah Thomas.
This has been floating around in the media, but he said he believed Jordan used that documentary to remind the current generation that he's better than LeBron James. But Scottie Pippen also thinks that LeBron is the GOAT. So, yeah.
The documentary wasn't even about to. The documentary had nothing to do with trying.
Now, he said Michael Jordan ruined basketball. He said he ruined basketball, and LeBron James is the greatest player of all time.
He must be lonely.
He said Mike didn't want to pass. He didn't want to rebound or defend the best player. He wanted everything. He wanted everything done for him. That is what he said.
Did we watch the same documentary?
Yes.
Did we watch? We couldn't.
Listen. No, there are a lot of people who do not like Michael Jordan because he was an asshole, basically, which he was.
But he is the Michael Jeffrey Jordan for a reason.
Like I said, some people agree with Scottie Pippen.
I'm not one of them people. I'm not one of them people. And I'm not saying Scottie Pippen wasn't a great player in his own right, but I'm not understanding the negativity.
But I don't know. I don't think this is making him look good though.
It's not at all.
No.
You're coming off as a hater. And for what? And where's your hate coming from? Are you mad about the documentary and showing your contract and showing that you signed something stupid? That's on you. What exactly are you mad about? Let us know, Scotty. We want to know.
But he said all of that. He said that. So he said that like I said, he believes LeBron James is the greatest player this game has ever seen. He does everything and embodies what the game is truly about. He also said that he doesn't have the clutch gene as Jordan and Kobe. And he said that he would never pick LeBron over Jordan in an important game.
So what is this?
So I'm a little confused.
What is this?
I'm a little confused.
I'm not reading this book because what is this? It's giving contradiction.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. So you think LeBron is the GOAT, but he is a
But he's not. But he's not a clutch player, basically.
And you would never pick him in for your team in clutch situations, sir. Ooh.
Pick a side, bro. Pick a side. Who you mad at?
What you mad about?
What are you really mad?
What are you really mad about? Because clearly this isn't even about Michael Jordan. What is your issue?
It's got to be something deeper. Because what? That didn't make sense.
He must be lonely.
You know, his ex-wife is a thought. So, you know.
It's getting to him now. It's getting to him. Because
she is a McThought.
It's not making any sense. Make it make sense. So LeBron is the GOAT. And he is what basketball is all about. But he isn't clutch.
But he ain't clutch.
Okay, it's not making sense.
I don't know.
It's not making any sense, and I don't have nothing else for it at this point.
So Pippen was upset that Jordan called him selfish. I don't know if you remember that. He called him selfish for that foot surgery, and requesting that trade. I don't know if you remember that part.
I do.
Yeah. So that's he is upset about that.
But at one point he was being selfish, like he wasn't coming to the games or going to practices. So you was also when he refused to go in the game, he was being being selfish. Like he was thinking about himself, like more so than the team.
That part I was like, ooh, yeah.
Like, you think about yourself more so like than your team. So you at that point you was being selfish. So you mad about facts? Like, it's still not making sense. Listen, here's the thing. Until Scottie Pippen lets me know or tells y'all like what he really mad about, this memoir, it can be shelved. I don't want to know because it's not making any sense.
Oh man,
it's giving odd. It's giving I want to. It's giving I want to be a hater.
Oh wow. Also, okay. So Pippen. So it said that Pippen got annoyed when Jordan called him his best teammate of all time.
That's a compliment.
Wait. So basically, he said he felt like he was nothing more than a prop. He said his best teammate of all time. He called me. He couldn't have been more condescending if he tried. I don't know what's going on with their relationship. I thought they was cool. Apparently not. Well, he don't think so. Like you said, he thought he felt like he was, number two. He was just nothing but a prop.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
you say it all the time. It is certain players who are not meant to be number one. You meant to be number two, and it's fine.
That is okay.
And that's a compliment. If Michael Jordan was to tell me, "Hey, Bree, like you was my favorite player, my favorite
best teammate of all time."
Teammate. Thank you. Something's wrong, and I don't care to find out.
I don't know, but we don't know Michael Jordan personally. He really may be.
I'm not saying Michael Jordan is not an asshole, but because Kobe Bryant was the asshole as well. Kobe was a ball hog, but you're not going to tell me that Kobe ain't great out here. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, granted, like LeBron is not my favorite player by a long shot. LeBron is better than what he do, but he
respect his game. Oh.
I respect his game, but he cried too much for me. I don't like that. So like as a teammate, you always out here crying. I have a problem with that, but. I'm not gonna dog you out and say like you not great at what you do, and I feel like that's what Scottie Pippen is doing to Michael Jordan. Like, what are you really mad about?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we gotta read the book to find out.
I'm not reading the book. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not reading the book. I'm not even gonna buy it. I'm not gonna promote it either. Because it's a waste of my time. I'm not interested.
That is crazy. Yeah.
Okay, Scotty. Thank you.
Thanks, I don't know. Maybe we'll get more inserts. You know how they do, like Will Smith.
Listen, I'm gonna stick with Will and Jada.
Woo-wee, that's another combo.
Wrong podcast. I'm stick with Will and Jada. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. Can't do it.
Woo-wee.
Can't do it. Great episode.
Yes.
Great episode.
Yes.
Again, shout out to Dre for the merch. I will be posting his ad when the episode drops.
Yeah, make sure you'll probably post his YouTube or his podcast or whatever. So
I do all of that.
Make sure y'all check him out.
Cause like he is the hood ESPN.
Yes,
hood,
out in Brooklyn.
Out in Brooklyn. Welcome to New York.
Right.
Yeah, them. Make sure you are checking out our website. Our website, it is WDWKAS Podcast for all things us. Right.
Okay.
All right. That's new. I'm excited about that. That's new right there. Yeah. Make sure you also follow us on our Instagram. Our Instagram, it is also WDWKAS Podcast.
And our Twitter is What Do Women Know 1. You see it below. Just follow it.
Hello. And last but not least, make sure you follow us on our YouTube. Make sure you are subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment. The YouTube, it is also WDWKAS Podcast. As always, I'm Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
We shall see y'all next week. Peace. You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period.